Okay, welcome back to another training video. This is our hamstring night, the last workout night of week 7 of week 12. I'm actually going to talk a little bit about supplements tonight. So, do I think supplements work? Yes, I do. Do I think they get more credit than they deserve from some communities? Yes. Do I think they get not enough credit from other communities? Yes. So I think there's a middle ground for them where I think they do have their place, but I think it's certain supplements that actually have a huge impact on you versus others that are more just like a placebo effect. Like, for instance, if you try to sit there and say a multivitamin doesn't work for you, I'm gonna disagree and say it does work. It's like saying, oh, if you're deficient in vitamin D, take vitamin D. But no, that's a vitamin, so it's not going to work. So I think like your vitamins and minerals like magnesium, calcium, potassium, vitamin D, zinc, stuff like that is a shoe-in for a great way to supplement. If you're getting a deficient amount of a certain nutrients that you need or vitamin that's causing you maybe some issues, or maybe you're just feeling overall drained or fatigued, or your blood work's not where it should be. So I think that those supplements are absolutely 100% on point, legit with the claims. Then there is the fitness, and I'm air quoting here, the fitness supplements like add 7 pounds of muscle in 7 days and boost testosterone 360%. So I think those are trash and garbage. Like I think that those are a lot of marketing and hype. I think there are supplements that do work, but not to what the label claims are, like glutamine, beta-alanine, arginine, creatine. I think all these citrulline or whatever, branch chain amino acids, essential amino acids, protein powders, these are supplements that I do believe have a impact on the body in a positive way for building muscle and performance, but not to the point where you should rely on them. I think where these come into play is if, again, you're eating and dieting and you're getting what you need out of your diet, it requires less supplementation. But if you're more of a vegetarian or vegan, or if you're not a big meat eater, or you don't eat as much meat as you can, or you can't afford as much, then I think that there's a place where these type of supplements do come into play and they do make a big impact on you. But if you're getting all your nutrients through your diet, you don't need as much as you think you actually do. Now, I got off of all the supplements I was taking pre-workout about 2 weeks ago. So now this week, I'm going to cycle them back in next week, and I'm going to see the difference in my volume and my pumps and just how I feel in the gym. And I'm going to really give it a judgment for like, okay, yes. And I'm going to give it 2 weeks of taking them to see if I notice a difference. But coming off of them, I did notice that my pumps were gone. They weren't as good. My vascularity has gone away significantly, and it's not nearly as good as it used to be. Now, this could be because I'm also reducing calories and I'm also dropping carbs. So I'm flatter and I'm doing more cardio. So there's a bunch of things that it could be. But by adding the supplements back in, if my vascularity comes back and my pumps come back, then we'll know that there's something to the supplements. Now, if they don't, then I can say, okay, well, they're not really that great for this, but they do help with this, that, and the other. But that's just my outlook on it. How do you feel about supplementation? Or do your values kind of line up with mine, or do you think otherwise?
For me, like I've never really been one to use supplements. Like it's never been something that I've gone and looked for and gone out and purchased to try and stuff like that, outside of like a protein powder kind of thing. Like that's typically the only kind of supplementation I ever use.
Yeah, well, you have taken fish oils and creatine and glutamine. You have taken stuff like that though before, and you have looked for things like multivitamins as well. You have taken supplementation. That's still supplementation. Whether are you just talking about for like the bodybuilding, like endurance side?
I mean, yeah, I'll do like a multivitamin and maybe it's like some extra zinc and vitamin C, stuff like that. I'll do those on a pretty regular basis just because I don't see it hurting me in any way to supplement that a little bit more, to have more of that in my body. But as far as like a workout perspective goes, I've used some before, but it's been long periods of time in between. So I don't really have an exact, like, I would say like full opinion of them one way or the other, because as I said, I've never really had one that I've taken besides, like I said, on the occasion, like a protein powder to make like protein shakes or something like that, that I've used for like a long period of time.
Okay, but we can both agree though, a lot of these fitness people and these fitness companies and these supplement companies, a lot of these supplements are overpriced, and the claims that they make on their supplements are really gimmicky. But the supplement, like the ingredients in their supplements do have benefits, but not like the benefits that they claim. Like we can agree on that, whether you're experienced or not, right? You do believe that they are overpriced for what they actually offer, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything really out there that you're going to take and it's going to give you 7 pounds of pure dense muscle because you took that and like you
I don't know,
went
man. Trend, some pretty strong stuff, man.
like I said, like pure dense, like something that's not going to go away. Like I don't think that there's anything out there that's really going to do those exact things. It's more of a marketing scheme to like look at my bottle kind of thing.
Yeah, no, and I think so too. And a lot of all these fitness gurus and influencer and everyone that has a following all has their own supplement line now. Like everybody has their own brand, but it's like how many different whey proteins do you really think there are out there? And they're like, oh no, mine has the purest ingredients. Well, mine has the most raw ingredients. Well, they're all claiming the same thing, and they all cost a little bit more than the next, right? Depending on how big the following is depending on how much their supplement costs. And they try to claim that, well, it's because mine's so pure and everything. It's like, well, what are we talking about? Heroin? Like it's pure? Like is it like, blue magic? Like can I do the dye test on it? But like I said, so I do believe they have their place, but I think there's a lot of gimmicky marketing into it for people that don't want to do the alternative and they think that the supplements would be the way to go. But honestly, if they just clean their diet up and got more strict in their diet, they would find out that those supplements aren't really as needed as what like all the people that say that you're going like pretty much the people that are selling them are going to really blow them out of proportion to make them seem like it's God's gift to earth, to bodybuilding, whenever really you could get the majority of that out of your diet, even your vitamins and minerals. But like I said, to me, I think supplementation is just supplementing your diet for something that you're lacking in or not getting enough. Like for instance, if you have a job and you can only eat at breakfast, lunch, and dinner because you literally get no breaks during the day and your job, you cannot eat, but you can drink a protein shake, you're supplementing your protein, right? That's you're supplementing a meal to get more protein into your diet. So that's where I think supplementation comes in. When you're in a situation where you can't get it through food and you can't get it through your nutrition and you can supplement it in other forms, which makes it easier for you to consume it and get what you need out of it during the day. And I think that's like the biggest thing for me, how I view supplements. But I think a lot of people rely on them like it's going to take them to the next level. And I just don't think that's the case. I think the most cases people aren't sleeping enough, drinking enough fluid. They're not training hard enough, or the biggest Achilles heel is their diet just isn't where it should be.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you gotta get like the actual building blocks in order before you start looking at like the shortcut steps to get there, sort of thing. So yeah, if you have your diet and your workout plan, your schedule and everything as set up and sleep and everything, like if you have all that put together as best you can, then your supplementation is going to be more on the minimal side of things, I would think, because like you're going to be getting most of the things that you need specifically from the food and the workout and the sleep and everything like you should, and then you'll just supplement the little bit that you're missing, like those little bitty areas that you're lacking in. That's where you'll find the supplements more useful, I think.
Yeah, and like what you said, that's a perfect way to put it, like looking for the shortcuts. And in this, there are no shortcuts. There are things that can help speed the process up, but there are no shortcuts. Like it doesn't matter what you do or what, there is no secret formula. There's no secret amount of sets or reps or supplements or diet, or it's doing the boring stuff repetitively day in and day out over time that builds on top of itself that gives you the best results. And those little bitty wins throughout the day and throughout the week and throughout the month is what builds up into what you want to end up being. And looking for a shortcut or an easy way out, there is none. And I think there's a lot of like hate and jealousy, and then there's a lot of admiration and admiring that goes on. So it's like people that can obtain it, but they appreciate the people that have obtained it because they know how hard and difficult it is to walk that road. They appreciate and they admire people that have that physique and that determination because they know they can't sleep, eat, drink, work out, and train and dedicate themselves to that type of lifestyle long enough to obtain that look. Then there's the other people out there that tried and failed, and they get jealous or they get envious or they get aggravated, and then they have nothing but hateful things to say about those who accomplish their goals out of jealousy because they feel, I guess, slighted because it's like, how come you can attain it? It must be genetics, or it must be steroids, or it must be this, or money, or that, or the other. And they always find things to blame. But it's like, well, when's the last time you tried dieting every single day and getting 8 to 10 hours of sleep every single night, not missing a meal, not missing a workout, and then doing this for 3-4 years in a row straight, consistently without stopping? When's the last time you've done that? Or have you ever done that? So, I mean, why hate on others and then throw out all this negativity towards them because you think that, you know, there must be some type of magic secret that they're not telling you about, you know?
Yeah.
And some people are just more genetically gifted than others. There is the ladder on that, but I'm getting a little off track here and getting stuff with this. So let me reel it back to what we were originally talking about. So like I said, as far as it goes for me, I do think that supplements have their place, and I do think that there are some that are very important. But to me, I think the more important supplementation will come from your vitamins and your minerals, right? Your magnesium is a big one, calcium, potassium, especially to help control blood pressure. These are the vitamins that I think that these are the supplements I think people should be investing their money in. And they're cheap, they're affordable, you can get them everywhere, and they're going to have the biggest impact on your health, which is going to help you feel better, which is going to help you get more out of your diet, out of your training, and they're going to help you sleep better, which is going to help you recover better. And I think those are the ones I think most people are missing the ladder on.
Yeah, for sure. I agree on that. Like if you're going to supplement or whatever, I think, yes, like the more vitamin wise, that's going to be your best bets. Those are going to be your greatest building blocks, I think. And then looking for like creatine and like all the other ones, like that's going to be, again, like down the road, if you feel it's going to help you kind of thing, you can give it a try and see what kind of results you do get from it. But if you're lacking in your basic vitamins that are your basic buildup, then yeah, that's definitely going to be your biggest downfall.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but I think that's going to be it for me on this one. I don't think I have anything else to add to. Is there anything else you want to add or anything else you want to?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, guys. Well, hey, we appreciate y'all watching and tuning in and checking us out. If y'all made it this far in the video, I really like it. Now I'm going to do something I don't normally do. If y'all watched it and y'all liked the video, can y'all please leave a thumbs up? Because I just want to see if it's going to make a difference and how many thumbs up I get per video just by simply asking you guys. If it doesn't make a difference, I'm not going to ask again because it's not something that I care to do. But anyways, thanks for watching. Remember, when you're in the gym, no agony, no bragging.
Yep. Catch you later.